Two insurance giants, one pressing question: which one really delivers on its promises? In one corner we have the trusted, long-established State Farm, and on the other side the modern, tech-savvy Esurance. Let's skip the advertising slogans and get straight to what actually matters. We'll break it down point by point so you can see for yourself who comes out on top. By the end, the winner might just surprise you. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We'll break down both companies by price and value, customer service, digital experience, coverage options, and of course the claims process. Think of this like a mind map, all the big stuff you actually care about when picking insurance. Let's kick it off with price and value. First, State Farm. They're known for pretty broad coverage, and yeah, they've got some solid discounts if you bundle your car with home or renters. That's a big win. But honestly, they're not always the cheapest on the block, and sometimes you might have to deal with extra agent fees. Now, over to Esurance. This is where things get interesting. If you're tech-savvy, Esurance often comes in with noticeably lower rates. They make self-service easy, so discounts are kinda built in. The flip side? You probably won't get as many bundling perks, and if you want niche add-ons, you might be out of luck. Still, on pure price, Esurance just sort of takes the win here. Moving on to customer service, State Farm, this is their home turf. They've got a top-rated agent network, so if you like talking to a real person, you're in good hands. Plus, their 24/7 support, especially during claims, is, well, kind of legendary. The only catch, if you're more of an online-only type, you might find the whole agent thing a bit old school. Now, Esurance is like the opposite. Quick online help, a modern website, and a snappy app. Super convenient, but there's no local agent to sit with you, and their customer satisfaction isn't quite as high according to JD. Power. So bottom line, if customer support really matters to you, State Farm definitely comes out on top here. Alright, let's talk digital experience, because honestly, who wants to fax stuff anymore? So, State Farm's got online quotes and an app, but you'll almost always have to reach out to an agent for the important stuff. Feels a bit traditional, doesn't it? Now, Esurance, man, this is what they're built for. Everything's digital from your first quote to making a claim. It's fast, super slick, and their app is genuinely easy to use. Only real downside is that if you're not comfortable online, you probably won't get the best rates. But when it comes to digital experience, Esurance clearly wins this round. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know the very first State Farm auto policy was sold all the way back in 1922? That's a century of insurance history. Kinda wild. Next up, coverage options. So State Farm honestly has pretty much every policy you could want: auto, home, renters, life, you name it. Need rideshare coverage, specialty stuff, they've got unique add-ons. Of course, that menu comes with a catch: those extras can add up fast. Switching gears, Esurance covers the basics pretty well, especially auto and home. It's straightforward to tweak your package for what you need. But if you want more specialty stuff, or you're looking for something like an umbrella or a really flexible life policy, well, there's just not as much there. No question, if you want options, State Farm takes this one. Now, claims process, and honestly this one's a bit of a toss-up. State Farm gives you agent support while you file, which people love, and they've got a great reputation for resolving claims fast. But yeah, there's sometimes some paperwork hassles. Meanwhile, Esurance lets you do the whole thing online, including uploading right from your phone. Super quick, at least for the simpler claims, but if stuff gets complicated, well, you might feel left out in the cold since there's less human help. So between the two, it's honestly a tie. So let's take a quick look at how our contenders shape up when you stack all these categories against each other. You'll see State Farm spiking in service and coverage, while Esurance dominates when it comes to digital and price. There's no one-size-fits-all winner, but the patterns are pretty clear, right? Alright, so here's my take. If you want that local support and you've got a bunch of things you want to keep under one roof, like cars, houses, even life insurance, State Farm is probably your best bet. On the other hand, if you love doing everything online and want to snag lower rates without talking to anyone, Esurance is going to fit your style way better. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe or follow and stick around so you don't miss the next one.